Hey guys, how you doing? So it's been a while. I apologize for the length of time it's taken me to get this next video out. This time I'm going to be doing some techniques on the grappling dummy. I recommend you do a warm-up first. I did make a video earlier doing a bunch of solo techniques to warm up for jiu-jitsu, so you could replay that video and then jump into this afterwards with your grappling dummy. If you don't have this grappling dummy or you haven't purchased one, you can make your own with pillows and a gi jacket, soccer balls. There's lots of videos online. You can look up how to make a grappling dummy and get that figured out. Or for a decent price, like between $100 and $200, you can purchase one of these grappling dummies. This one here, this is the Fabuki, or Fabuke, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but this is a great grappling dummy. You can get it in 5 or 6 feet. My good friend Jesse Goff was using one, and I got to practice on it, and I was like, oh, sold, right? So, the thing about the grappling dummy that's great is practicing submissions, I find, because they don't complain, right? You get to squeeze the neck, you get to torque the arm as hard as you want, and you don't have to worry about, repetitive strain on your partner. So here we are. I'm in mount position. Let's start with old favorite. Push the arm down. I'll move back a little bit to get us in frame. Push that arm down. Here, I drop my elbow against the ear, reach underneath, grab my forearm, lift the elbow up, pull the wrist back. This is called the Americana. A little different posture here. So here I am in mount position, one hand on the wrist, one hand just below the elbow. Push the arm down, drop my elbow against the side of the person's head. See what I'm touching? Don't be far away. Here. Now I want to come underneath the arm, grab my own forearm, lift the elbow up, and now the old metaphor is paintbrush, right? I drag his hand across the floor like a paintbrush. Wait for the tap. Tap, tap! You won't tap. There we go. Actually broke somebody's arm in a grappling competition with that. They just wouldn't tap, and it sounds like dry spaghetti. Practice on the other side. Push it down, drop the elbow, reach under, elbow up, paintbrush back. Okay? We can practice that side to side. Here. Here, here, under, and here. Here, here, under, and here. Okay? So, that's our Americana arm lock, okay? So, we want to switch to a straight arm bar here. I'm going to start by pushing this arm down. Person rolls on their side to protect, okay? I'm going to come underneath the other arm that he's protecting with. I bring my other knee high, up in the air, and my other knee is on the ground just underneath the head. Okay? Push that other arm down so he can't protect. Step over top of the head. Sit down. Straight arm bar. Let's do the other side. We're here. Push that arm down. He turns on his side to protect. Shoot the knee high behind the head. My other knee comes up in the air. Wrap that arm up. Hand by the face holds the other arm down. I can even push his arm out of the way a little bit because that's where I want to put my foot. So I'll push that arm out of the way a little bit. Now, set my foot over. And I really want to pinch with my knees, right? You want to be squeezing tight here. And there's the arm bar. Hold the wrist tight and lift the hips up. You're in mount. Push the arm down. Turns to his side to protect. Here, here. Push that arm out of the way. Step over top. Arm bar. One more time. Here we are. Push that arm down. Turns on the side to protect. Here. Step. Down. And lift. All right. So we got the Americana and the straight arm bar. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the baseball bat choke. I'm going to start it from mount. Okay. So baseball bat choke we can do with no gi. These techniques that I'm doing right now, all no gi techniques. I'll be doing some gi techniques specific where collar chokes and things, but right now we're doing a no gi dummy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach underneath his head here with one hand. Now I'm going to clasp my hands together, gable grip, thumbless grip, like this, here. Now, on that side where the grip is, I bring my foot up to my bum and over to the other hip, here, and I jump to knee on belly, okay? And now, bring my elbows together, here. Pull the hands in tight against the side of the neck, drop my shoulder down to the chest, and then I want to pinch my elbows together, here. Reach under the head, hands together, foot to the bum, drop the shoulder down, pinch those elbows. Reach under the head, hands together, get to knee on belly, pull the hands in tight, drop my shoulder down to the chest, take my knee off the belly, and pinch my elbows together. That grip, right? So important, guys. Like gable grip, see? Not like this, like this. No, yes. No, yes. Yes, no. Okay? That's the gable grip. And you need that for your baseball bat choke. I've seen guys do the baseball bat choke like this. I've never really been able to do that myself. This is how I learned. This is kind of how I'm programmed to do it. Again, if you got a different style, if you got a little different way of doing it, and it works, then it's done correctly, because it works. It's that simple. Alright? Here's a little technique I like to do, guys. You don't see this one as much. It's the Omoplata for mount, okay? So what I'm going to do is I need to swim here and get the guy's arm locked on my side in mount, okay? So you can imagine we're here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swim inside his arms and get his arm locked around my back. Now, I bring my other foot up, okay? Foot on the same side as the arm that I'm locking. That foot comes up and I lay it on its side. Now I'm going to roll on my shoulder and I'm here in the Omoplata. Okay? Let's do the other side. So the person's here, he's got his hands in front of me. I'm going to swim to the inside, get his arm around my back, and I'm going to hold the elbow. Now I bring this foot up and I lay it on its side. I bring my shoulder towards the ground, go to my back, and I lock the Omoplata here, okay? And I don't worry too much about submissions. I mean, if I can finish the guy with the Omoplata submission, I can probably finish him with a lot of things. But if the guy I'm up against is at a good level, like close to my level, then that Omoplata is probably going to be a sweep or just like a transition position, right? Don't think about it too much as a submission. You might say, oh, you know, I'm successful tapping people out with that Omoplata. Okay, maybe, but when you watch like high-level guys compete, you're not going to see too many Omoplata submissions. You'll see the Omoplata a lot, but it's a transition, right? It turns into something else. The guy rolls out, you get on top, something like that, all right? But you still want to practice it. It's still a very important technique. I love it. I've used it in MMA. I've used it in jiu-jitsu competition. Here. Swing inside. Hold that elbow nice and tight. Foot on the ground. So now I got his arm from the top and the bottom. The bottom with my leg and the top with my arm. Hold that elbow tight into your body as you drop your shoulder to the ground. And once you figure four your legs, pinch your knees tight. You always need that squeeze. All right. One more time. So mind that. One more time. Reach around, grab the arm, leg comes up, hold the elbow tight, fall to the shoulder. Omoplata from mount. Okay. Other submissions from mount. So we've done the Americana, we've done the straight arm bar, we've done the baseball bat choke, and then we just did the omoplata from mount. Okay, so next technique I'm going to do is I'm going to let my one foot come here and go between the legs. Okay, here like this. Now I'm going to step back with my other foot, and I want to corral his leg into it. Now I'm going to figure four my legs, grab that opposite side ankle, here, reach for the shoulder, pull it towards me, and I go to the back. Okay? So we're transitioning from mount to back control. Let's do that again. So here I am in mount. I'll let my one foot go between the legs here. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I bring both hands over to the opposite side that my foot's trapped on, and I kick here. See how I bring his leg with me as I kick? My left knee is on the ground, and then my foot comes up. Now I want to figure four my legs, and now I grab that free foot. So I got both his legs tied up. Onto my back. Go to the shoulder. Pull the shoulder towards me. Reach under the head. One hip escape. Hook in. Got him. Could finish with a lion killer here if I wanted. Between, drag back, figure four, grab that opposite side ankle, roll, grab the shoulder, pull it towards me, over under, one hip escape, hook in. One more time. I'm here in mount. I put my right foot between the legs here. Right foot. Now see on my left, see how I pull his leg with me as I kick. Figure four. Both hands grab the opposite side ankle. Go to my back. grab the shoulder, pull it towards me, seatbelt grip, left foot to the ground, hip escape, and there's the hooks. So that was a transition from mount to back, right? These are a bunch of techniques that we're doing here, all starting in mount. Okay. Another technique I could do for mount, especially if the guy is pushing on my knee, is going to be mount to knee on belly. Okay. Hands on the person or on the ground. Even do a little ground and pound technique there. Depends what sport you're practicing for. Even if you're pure jiu-jitsu stylist, right? You gotta think Brazilian jiu-jitsu is a self-defense art, right? I'm a firm believer, and you gotta be able to know how to fight. Okay. Person's hands were up and blocking, like the old Wing Chun technique. Cross grip, pop. Cross grip, pop. Cross grip the arm, pull it across, punch, punch, right? You want to block that opposite hand. Right? If I grab his right hand and I try and punch him, his left hand's going to block. But if I can grab his left with my left, pull both hands, right? I trap both his hands and punch. He's probably going to bring this hand up to protect. I grab that hand, pull it down over top of the other hand, punch. He gets this hand free to block, grab, pull down, punch. Okay? You can do that in mount. You can do that while you're in the person's guard. You can even do it standing in a clinch. Alright? Little Wing Chun technique in your jiu-jitsu. It's always a good technique. I've found to be a very effective way to get some strong ground and pound, right, and get through those arms. Hard to punch somebody, right, when they got their hands up and defending, and I'm sitting on the person, so I can't get a big wind up on my punches. I want to get that nice clean shot. Cross grip the arm, punch. Cross grip the arm, pull it across, punch. Simple technique, but very effective, and you see it used all the time, even in really high-level jiu-jitsu. Okay, guys, so that was a little intro. Those are just some techniques that I found work very well with the grappling dummy, starting from mount position. So, thank you for tuning in. Whoops.